Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to this training. My name is Vincent Karoro, Director ICT Mount Kenya University, and I'll take you through the process of teacher professional development, enrollment, registration, and access to resources. First is that the university has provided a platform where this content will be delivered. We have a mobile phone, a mobile app, and an e-learning and Microsoft Teams, where you are going to conduct online or interactive classes. First step is to download MKU TPD app from Play Store and install. If you're using a tablet or a mobile phone, you can use that platform. If you're using a laptop or a desktop, you can go to the browser and type tpd.mku.ac.ke. It will open a replica of that mobile app. Then if you go to the first page, home, before you log in, there are some instructions there on how to access resources, some information about TPD, how to make payments, and how to register, access content, and submit assignments. And there's a number of documents that have been attached to guide that process. There is another tab there on learning where you have a brief introduction of the introductory module, the module outcomes, how it will be conducted, and the chapters in that module, chapter 1 up to chapter 5, starting with teacher professionalism, chapter 2, CBC pedagogy and inclusive practices, chapter 3 on assessment, 4 on comprehensive school health and safety, and chapter 5 on instructional leadership and financial literacy. Then we have another tab that is my account, and from there you can enroll or log in to an existing account. Let's start by enrolling. By click enroll, you provide the TSC number, first name, you will get there, middle name and the last name as they appear in the TSC records. Then you mobile phone number, email, password, and you confirm the same. Once you confirm, you click register. So the password should match. Then register. Then after that, you can now log in with the account that you have created. So you log in. Then from there, you go to update, provide more information. You select the gender, alternative mobile phone, alternative email, the designation, whether you're TSC, the institution where you're working, the institution type, whether public or private. You indicate the county and sub-county, and this information is very important when it comes to group discussions, because you'll be placed in the county group based on the county that is provided there. Then update that information. After updating that information, you can now proceed to account and make some payments. To make payments, there are two ways about it. You can go to home, check on to make payments, and you'll see number of the instructions are there. There are 2 ways. You can pay through M-Pesa. You provide that the pay bill is provided there. Account number is your TSC number, and then you enter your mobile PIN, and that money will be posted in our system, and it will reflect immediately. So ensure that the TSC number is correct as the same as the one that you used to enroll. Or you can pay through Equity Bank. The account has been provided there, and the reference should be the TSC number, so that when that information is received by our system, we're able to post that transaction automatically. Then from there, after that money has been posted, if you go to my account, then payments, you will see that money has reflected. Then in case there are issues because we have realized that there are those who make payments, maybe they miss 1 or 2 digits in their TSC number, you can come and go to payment corrections here. So that you send the request to finance to do that correction for you. So you add a request there. You indicate the TSC number, of course, the amount that the amount paid to either pay bill or bank, the date it was paid, you indicate there by selecting the date. The transaction reference number, you indicate the reference of the transaction. The amount, maybe you paid 4,000, and the information that the TSC number that you quoted, that's the wrong one, and of course the correct one, maybe like that. Then you can put a comment there, request finance to rectify, and you send that. So once finance have worked on it, you will be able to get a feedback from them. So it will be posted, and you'll get an SMS that money has been posted to your account. Now, after registration, after payment, the next step is to register, and to register, you go to My Progress. Note that there's a difference between enrollment and registration. For you to register, you need to have paid at least some money. So you come to introductory module, example, then you'll go to where you have registered, because instead of go to module, you'll find the word register. And once you click register, then from there you can be able to generate admission letter, you're able to access resources, and to access the e-learning. How do you go about it? The first thing is, once you click register, is that you can come here and click on admission letter and click on download, and you can see that has been generated. You will be issued with a TSC a TPD admission number. It will indicate when the course will be done, what you have registered for. For example, introductory module, when you go to the other modules, it will keep on changing, how much you'd be required to pay, how to make payments, and any other information that is required on this. And you can download that and you can use it. Then the other thing is that you can now access resources. To access resources, you click on View Progress. You go back to My Progress and you click View Progress. But it's important also to make sure that you undertake a survey. There is always a pre-training survey and a post-training survey. So, for example, the system is telling us we have an incomplete survey. So you click that and click on the survey. Then the survey is on the 5 chapters. So chapter 1, you get what you know about the items that have been put there. Then you go to chapter 2. You do the same until you are through up to the last chapter, and click the last section and click submit. So once you submit, then you can now proceed to view progress. the view progress. As you can see, this the progress currently is 47% because this account has some work has been done on it, so it's a demo account, but it shows that in chapter 1, 100% has been done. Chapter 2, 57%. So, as I said in the beginning, this module has 5 chapters, so you will require to do all the tasks in the 5 chapters, and then the final assessment to get 100% here, or to complete all the tasks. So, for example, if you go to chapter 1, it has 3 lessons, and the last item there is a reflective journal on that chapter on teacher professionalism. The first lesson is on teacher professionalism, 2, Kenya professional teaching standards, and the planning process. Chapter 2 has 5. 1 is on the CBC, pedagogy and inclusive practices. The 2 on multiple intelligence, learner centers activities, integration of ICT in teaching and learning, and inclusive education. And then there is a reflective journal. For example, if I was to click on, if I was to go to chapter 1 on teacher professionalism, once I click there, you'll find that a pop-up window appears there. It starts with because when during training, of course, the instructors will explain to you what about the process when you need to write what you know, what you want to run, and then the access to content, exposition, group discussions, group processing, and a reflection of the lesson. For example, if I was to go to the first thing, what I know, I would get there. What I know about teacher professionalism and click update. Then when you go to what you want to run, update, and update that. Access content. You can also get this exposition from the lecturer.
Hello, my name is Moses Derito from Mount Kenya University School of Education. I'll be taking you through this introductory part of chapter.
So like that. Then there is a group discussions where you'll be required to join your groups, the counter groups in Microsoft Teams. We'll have interactive classes. We also have a, so if you come here, for example, and you'll join your team from there, for maybe, for example, for this session. And if there are any meetings, they will provide you the link there, the calendar. You'll be able to see the discussions that people are having, to participate those discussions, and so on. Then after that, after the discussions, you'll come back to the app and click on group processing, indicate what you have learned and what you have contributed to the group, and update. Then now you can do a lesson reflection, and it has 4 items. What you learned about the lesson, you indicate there and update. What you need to learn more about, you indicate there. What you liked more about the module, you indicate. And lastly, suggestions for improvement and update. So with that, then you can now proceed to lesson 2 on teacher professional standards. And the other day, there's lesson 3. Then the other day, you'll go to reflective journal. Then chapter 2, the same. So make sure once you finish all the activities, because you can see from here, the progress shows that chapter 1 is 100%, chapter 2 is 57, others are 26 and less, but overall, what has been done is 47%. So for you to go to, before you go to the final assessment, you need to have contributed to have finished with all these activities so as to make about 100% or 80-something%. Then the final assessment are in the e-learning. So once you go in the e-learning, and I'll show you how to go about it. So remember, you can also view the schedule training schedules, which have been provided here. For example, the first day, and once you click that, you're able to see the recording of that day, or if there's a live session, you're able to join that live session at the scheduled time. So all the links will be provided there from the schedule. But for you to get to see this, you must have registered. Now, in case you go to the e-learning and you find there are some challenges, you can still come back here, trouble logging, you confirm registration, you enter your password for the app, and you confirm. Remember, when you go to the e-learning, we'll use the same credentials that we're using to log into the TPD app. Your TSC number and the password that you set. When you go to Teams, we have, if you go to my account there, we have, once you register, the system will send you an email and a password. So Teams email and Teams password, you can always retrieve them from there, from the account. That is for your email and for your Teams password, because when you join those discussions, you need to get in with your MKU official email. All the students, once they enroll, once they register, they are given a TSC, sorry, an email, a student email, official email, which is TSC number at mylife.mku.cac.ke, and that email is for free, and you continue using it even when you're through with the course. And it comes in a number of benefits which you can use, and which we'll discuss later. Then now, after that, maybe I thought we don't come back to the app. In case you have you have challenges in maybe assignment, recording of the task, you can come here and go to tickets or frequently asked questions and see, for example, how to make payments, and you can get that information from there. You can go back there and click on tickets. Tickets, you can come and click add there. You say you want to submit a ticket to a ticket on assignment. Then you indicate the details. Maybe you are requesting, because sometimes, most of the times I've seen students maybe submitting an assignment, especially the portfolio and the synthesis, and maybe they realize they have submitted the wrong document, or they want to make some changes. You request for submission, for resubmission. You can come and type that there. Then you submit. So our team will receive that, work on it, and close it, and be able to communicate to you. If it's on payment, you can do the same. Indicate if it's on admission, maybe the order of your names, or there's a spelling mistake on the order of your names. So you click there, you come and add. You indicate there's on admissions, you want to indicate maybe the correct names. And indicate the correct names there and submit. And our team will be able to get back to you. So you always come back there and check whether your request has been attended to. The other thing that I want to mention is that in the app, there's a lot of information. If you go to my account there, let's say, for example, you have forgotten your password, you can always come here and reset. Once you click reset, you enter the TSC number. Enter the TSC number. Then verification mode, you indicate mobile and click OK and get the verification code. A code will be sent to your phone. Then you'll come and enter it here and then put the correct password. The one that you can remember. Then reset. Once you reset, then that password that you'll set is the same password that you're going to use when you go to the e-learning. So now I want us to go back to the app, and I want us to go so that I show you how to log into the e-learning. Now, remember the first page, we have some materials here on first page, home, access to e-learning and e-resources. You click there, the first thing is that you have an MKU official email to log in to do that, the Teams. And for you to access e-learning, you click on the link there provided. Use the same credentials that you're using in the app, and then there is a document on how, for example, if I click this document, you'll see it has taken me to e-learning here. In that e-learning, that is tpd.mk.ac.ke, you'll be able to see some of the schedules, some of the links to some training that were done during that session. You can click to join or to review. For those that were done early, you can click and review. Maybe you want to get the link for your county, you click that during the discussions and click on one of the link. If, for example, you're from Kisumu or Nyandarua County or Garissa, you click and it will take you to the county group where the discussions were held, that were being held during that time. Now, to log in, you put the same credentials that you're using to log into the app. You go to the module. For example, this is what was being done in the last session. So we have chapter 1 up to chapter 5. Remember, all this task has been done, but if you're using your computer, you can still access them from here, from the laptop. So you, from chapter 1 up to chapter 5, there's a brief introduction to teacher professional development. There is lesson 1, lesson 2, up to lesson 3, and all the activities that we indicated in the app are also here. So you can use this one if you're comfortable. You can use using a computer. You can get this content from there. Then once you're through up to chapter 5, and you can see the content is there, you're able to go to the first, from the first slide to the last one, and it keeps track of what has been led. So if you cross in the middle like that in slide number 2, once you open next time, it will take you back to number 2, slide number 2, and you can continue from there. So it keeps track of what you're doing. So once you're through with the content, then you can come to final assessment, where we have the synthesis and the portfolio. The reason why these are not in the mobile app is because the nature of these assignments. They may be bulky because they require you to maybe to attach some evidence, some photos and all that. So that's why they are in this format. So you go to the final synthesis, you read the instructions that have been provided. Maybe you need to, you can type directly and also attach. So if you have some photos to attach, you can come and attach there. You can attach there and then submit. Once you are through, you proceed and submit. Then you go to the other item, you do the same. In case you get some challenges by using this platform, let me just go to proceed, then submit. In case you get some challenges, you can always come here to help. And there's a user guide there, maybe on assignment, maybe if you, because the only thing that we're using here is assignments and accessing the other content. I can come here, assignment, how to submit an assignment, how you'll be able to see that. And you'll get how to add an assignment, how to submit an assignment, and you'll get a step-by-step procedure on how to do it. So under help. Then, so once you submit that in that assignment and you have completed the course, you can always come back to the app to check for your results. And you go to my progress, you go to module results and load the results from here. And also maybe complete the module. Once you complete the module and do other surveys, you're able to get your results there and be able to generate a completion certificate. Remember, we have this platform, the mobile app, 90% of the activities are in the app. So it's required that you download the app or use the you can, if you don't have a mobile phone that is supporting the app, you can use the URL tpd.mk.ac.ke. It has the same. All important information will be communicated here. You'll be able to access manuals, for example, how to register. If you click here, you click on that, you're able to get a PDF document there showing us all the steps, how to register, how to access content, and how to navigate through the system. And once any changes are done, you normally communicate and updates are done. And you can always go to Play Store and click update or use the URL that we normally send. So the other thing, finally, we have talked about the support, which you can get from account, also from the here, which you can get from this menu here, tickets, and you can send your ticket and somebody will be able to respond to you. Thank you very much. I want to stop at this point and we'll continue in the next video.